This geopolitical construct reflects the economic divide between the rich and poor countries of the world. It loosely refers to the countries that were left out of the industrial era and were mostly at the receiving end of imperialism and colonial rule. The grouping derives its importance from the fact that it represents 39% of the world's GDP and 85% of the world's population. We need to acknowledge the headwinds first. The landscape of international relations is constantly shifting, and the traditional power structures are increasingly being challenged by new players. The threat of global conflict looms large, fueled by ideological divisions, resource scarcity, and climate change. This has created interconnected challenges like economic disparity and resource exploitation. Black swan events like the COVID-19 and conflicts like those we are witnessing across the world today have aggravated this situation. In spite of all this, we are witnessing resilience and sustained economic growth by countries of the global south. Estimated by many researchers, by 2030, it is projected that 3 of the top 10 largest economies will be from this group, India being one of them, of course. Therefore, while there are challenges, the future also promises many opportunities. Over the years, India has played a proactive role in international forum to protect the global south's interest and is giving voice to the countries belonging to this group. This was amply displayed this year when India championed their concerns and put it at the center of the G20 presidency. At the very beginning of the presidency, India hosted the Voice of Global South Summit with representatives from 125 countries and followed it up with the second summit just last month. India has provided the necessary leadership to this group and a new narrative to global geopolitics. India's efforts to include the African Union as a full member of the G20 achieved desired outcomes during its presidency, making the African Union part of the global south at par with the European Union. As I stand today in front of you, I am extremely optimistic about our nation's role in this ever-evolving global landscape. The world is at a pivotal juncture and winds of change are blowing strongly in our favor. India's rise in the global south marks a pivotal point in international affairs. Rooted in a rich historical tapestry, the country's emergence from colonial shadows to a prominent global player